Here with Done by Dorothy, and we're so glad to have you along with us today as we're working on our Touch of Nature journal. So we have this first pocket on the front. This is our second signature, and I've just glued this down. So I want to use this, I think, along the bottom. That one's not. I think I'm going to use this along the bottom. So I'm going to just trim, sort of cut it off there. I'm going to pull out my distress ink, and this is just a piece of craft card stock. My surface. Okay. So we're going to glue this down across the bottom. And actually, I think I'm not so straight, so I think we'll just, like, it's sort of torn. Back that up a little bit. There we go. Hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Journal. Working on it. Today's the 16th, and we don't have a whole lot left to do. A call for anything. I told you this season has been just rough on people with colds, and this was the one long piece that we had, and I just cut it off at a diagonal and trimmed it down around it. So let me ink the edges. I'm just doing an unfinished look to it. Shadowing and any kind of technical glitches. It is no equipment, so we are still trying to learn it. Hopefully, it's a better picture. It does seem like it has better quality. So we have that there. We cut off up here. This is the other side of that. I'm just gonna sort of curve it around, make it. And let's sort of put it right here. No, let's put it over here. I think I like it right there. Yeah, I think I like it there. Yep, like that. So like I said, we know we'll work on this and get this pocket done. Okay. Let me grab my paper over here from my. So I have the postcard like this. Let me go ahead and ink it up. Get it inked up. About time to change my sponge again. Apologize if you can hear any noises in the background. The house with everything going on, so you know how that is. And again, I'm just sort of inking around. Just adding a little color on there. There we go. Move this up a little bit. Okay. Just rip that in half. And like 4x5 postcard type size. I'm not worried about it being super perfect. And then what I do is I just sort of that way. So I just need to turn this down the outside edges. And put this right about here. And we're going to tear along that straight edge. Simple, 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 simple. Okay. My other sponge. Sorry about that. And right back. And along the edge. Nothing important. Just edges. It's hard to. Tomorrow's gonna be St. Patty's Day. Make sure you stay or check out tomorrow. I'll be doing my St. Patty from Ireland. Hopefully this. Okay. And again, I'm just doing these. Up, and it doesn't even have to be anything spectacular. Just adding a little bit of age to the edges. So yes, we do have our new equipment. I'm learning the ropes, and we're hoping that we'll be able to start doing lives. And some dual broadcasts where it's not just us, but some others involved too. Should be now. Is about right here. You know what? Before I go to all the effort of doing that, I'm going to fold these in half. So that'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 little pages inside our little mini cat journal. But I actually I'm going to take my scissors if I can get it. You line it up again. Okay. Sometimes I forget that way. And I'm just going to sort of crease them sort of along there. Nothing perfect. Pull it apart. Fold it. And it doesn't stray or anything like that. Just folding it, sort of creasing it. And I'll lay it straight. And curved spine. And then I'm just going to cover both sides of my spine and the fold there. Then I'm just going to line up right like that. And glue it in. Make sure I don't glue it to my bottom paper there. Then again, in between those glue, and again, this is our glitter glue. It is great. Like, it just does really, really good. However, you cannot order and have art glitter glue delivered. Well, okay, at least you probably can at some place that does something that doesn't go with the rules. You know how that works. But you're not supposed to deliver if it's under a certain temp. And I do know you can find art glitter glue multitude of places. You can buy it on Amazon. Get our glitter glue place. May made it. If you haven't checked out May made it, it's awesome. You guys need to check her. I do journal stuff, but she does lots of things that you definitely can use in a junk journal. Over the years, she's her and Genevieve Designs does junk journal and sort of junk journaly things. Okay, and then I'm just gonna fold it, and it's gonna open up, and they're all glued in. And glue it in. Give it a little bit of time to dry. Sort of fold it the way it goes, and come over here and fold this one where it goes, and then you sort of create a small. But you have that original fold in the middle, so it sort of creates a curved spine. Really, really nice. And then I'm going to reach over here into my box. I have this brown twine. There it is. I'm going to unwind a little bit of this. Just a little bit and cut it off. Put this back. Back up. Wrap. Sort of tie it off. It doesn't have to be perfect. So even it up. Tie it closed, and we'll use that in a minute. So we're going to set that to the side. Because we have lots of different things. Okay, I do want to use this. It's already inked and everything. Oh yeah, I was gonna put near the top here as a tag. And we had, let's see, we'll just use this right here. We'll just cut the end of this off. Let me ink it. And I'm gonna glue that on there as a pull tab. You know what, before we do that, let's back this with let's use copy dyed paper. We'll use this ripped piece. So see, those ripped pieces come in handy. Let me here, because sometimes it acts so crazy. There we go. Oh yeah, there it's going the way it should. And then I'm just going to push this into the corner. So I have to cut 2 sides. This makes it easier is always better. And I'm just going to sort of cut the background zigzaggy. Sort of right like that. And I don't mind if it sticks out a little bit. I sort of like that extra added look that it gives. Okay. My little tab. But where, little tab, where did it go? Here it is. And hopefully the volume and everything's really, really good. You know, other than just it's new equipment, you got to get used to using it, which makes it a little harder, but I'm going to put this right here in the corner as a little pull tab. A little bit more to pull. Let me pull this back down here in camera. There. And let me see. Of this card that I had, and we have these little animals, and I really liked the bear. I thought about just printing on there and using that as my, but I want to rip off some of this. I don't want it quite to be quite as big as it is. So the edges are off the edge. These were coffee dyed extremely as far as inking anything up. Let me just ink this back side a little bit along the edges here. Hopefully that doesn't like go all crazy when you watch me do that. I'm sorry if it does. Okay, then we went quite like that, but I thought the bear would fit. Not so much the elephant. And the bear to me is very naturey, very woodsy. I mean, don't get me wrong, the elephant is an animal too, so it applies too. But when I think of nature in our local woods where I'm at, and in Indiana, if you see an elephant walking around, then or anywhere here for that matter in the US. I'm going to use this so it matches as a little pull tab on the side. Get that one. I want to fake it till you make it. Has anybody ever faked it till you make it? Okay, so let's see how long this is, and that couldn't have been more perfect. That was almost like it was meant to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down. on straight down like that. Let's do about, oh, I would say about 1/4 of an inch. It's right up to about there, but it'll still leave that little tab off the edge. So see, that tab worked perfect. Should I get glue off my desk? Make sure it's nice and dry. Slides right in there. And we've got that nice tab that's almost, let's ink up tab. We'll get used to it, guys. It's a little different, I know. Felt that. Okay, that works. Or I mean, you put it the other way, but it would have to be upside down. And I wanted the lines on there so we could draw, so we can. That does stick off. Not like that. I think I'll put it in. It. So there's that. Now we have this. Oh, we got other stuff going on. I wanted to do this just as a sort of as a catch or a tuck. And that's pretty easy. It's just gluing it in because I had already. Okay. Then I had my, and I think I want to use a bluish greenish yellow because I think it just goes with it really well. So I'm going to glue it down. Okay. But and that'll give us a little bit of thickness. Okay. Even without, the decorating, we can put we'll put a little tab of sorts on there. Let me cut this sort of diagonal. That'll work. That'll work. Okay. Let's see what else I want to use with this. Let's see. It's green. A little piece of light green doily. Let's put the cream color in the middle. Let me grab. I didn't grab. And I apologize. Old squeaky thing. It needs oiled. Let's put it over here so it doesn't interfere with our number 9. There we go. And see, that's just a little bit, but it's just some noise. And then this, I actually had this. Use this, which I thought would be sort of cool to put on the background because I really like it. And then we're just gonna alter it. And once I get the other thing on, I'm gonna curve round the corners, I think. Put this straight in there. Because there's a lot of stuff going on there and I really don't want to take away from all of the prettiness that it. And see that there's a pretty design on the back. I love that. I'm going to use my corner chomper, my 1/4 inch side, just so it has that anchored look to it. And since we already have a ribbon on that, I don't really. Well, I think I like the writing showing. On here, so there's the green and the red. Let's see. This I wanted to use just as a corner. I think. Let's trim this up. Let's take it down to the box that's around the butterflies. And remember, you always alter anything. That's the beauty of doing junk journals is, you don't have that defined path. You're not following per se a step-by-step process. I mean, we are per se, but not a detailed. Ink this up. And I'm going to use my 1/2 inch punch around this top corner. And just create that nice big corner tuck. Again, we'll come through and we'll be adding some things to these, but this is, just a basis. Put lace down the side over here. I love putting lace down the side when it's like that. So let's see, what else do we have? And this needs inked. And then it's going to be a belly band. And we'll tuck our little journal in there for now. Oh no, I wanted to put it in the other one. And right like there, right about there. Do some other things to it. I'm going to tuck this in here because we're going to come back and is where I wanted to put my little journal, and we can move the little ribbon up to the top like that, where it sort of comes down over the corner. So there's that. Okay, this page, it just had like the 4th printing printed in the USA, and I wanted to just doing a lot to the page because it leaves a really nice area to journal. So ink up around the edges here. We're going to glue this down just to cover this writing at the bottom. I'll put this over here. Make sure it's even. There we go. So that's there. And then this, I wanted to use some of the bright that stand out really well with the light colored background. So I'm just going to chomp off. Okay. And pull it apart. let's see what we want to do with this. I think I want to sort of make it like that. So I do type plate shape. Grab my Fabri-Tac. Speaking of which, let me cover this back up before it dries out. Just a little clogged today. But I mean, so it doesn't take a lot. And see, I just took this and sort of folded it in the shape of a V or a U, however you want to. And then I'm just going to sort of push it down there, making sure that whole area is covered. Then I'll come back to my Fabri-Tac. Little card here. On there. Put my lid back on my glue because if you don't, it dries out. Excuse me. So we have that there. I think our envelope. We got the page done today. We got our belly band done, not this. We'll work on this and get it done. We got our little we got our tucks there. Get our front little tucks done. So let's work on this real fast. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my paper in half. Then I'm going to fold my paper in half again. Sort of tear these. And it doesn't have to be, excuse me. Okay, so these, and I sort of flip them over so they're, you know, dark and light and dark and light. Straighten these up the best that I can. Fold it right like that. And fold it like that. And I'm going to put this here. I'm just going to fold this over. I'm going to staple that twice there. Then I'm going to grab my, let's use a green one. I have a green one that's big enough. Let's see. This up, and it just happened to be that it was this wide as an index card. So this is going to make this easy to do. I'm going my glue. And again, I'm going to use my glitter glue. Let me wiggle this. It's also getting to where I probably need to, if it gets down where it doesn't want to, if you open it up, unscrew your cap and screw it back on, it like resets. It doesn't seem like the air is running out just like this. And then it comes out really good. Okay. That makes that easier if you stand it up on it, get it going like that. I may have to trim it up the side over here, it looks like, but not a whole lot. And then I'm just going to put glue across here. I'm going to grab this. Hopefully you guys got to keep track of whether I'm in camera or not because it's a new one. And then I'm going to rub it down like that. Okay. Now let me put my pen to the side. I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm going to trim off just that little edge, any edge of that paper that seems like it. I like that. So throw that teeny tiny little scrap away because it was really enough to keep. Come to my ink around my edges. Ink around my top. Just sort of add some. That just sort of gives it that more of an older looking vibe. But see where it's got that darker look across the top? Sort of I have this little piece of the little lace left over, so I'm just going to run a bead through the middle just because to it that just sort of makes it cute. So I'm going to run just a bead, small bead of there, and then I'm just going to put this right here. I promise you guys have it. No, I'm just joking. It really does look cute though. So there, we have that little ribbon across the top. Need to. There we go. Do a little bit more inking around the edge here because I don't vintage look. And we're gonna do something a little bit different. Punch, and I am to round the corners on all of these. And if you have a chomper, it goes through it without a problem. For whatever corner punches you may have to do each page individually. So let me re-ink the corner because I get to have that little notebook look to it. And it opens up, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and technically the back too. So I'm just going to take the small index card where I've made this belly band here, and the index card part, I'm going to slide under. Notebook to hang up. I think it's cute, but if you don't want it to, flop and take up that much space, you can slide it under there. If you're going to slide it under, then let's decorate something across here and show you. You know what? Let's use. This is some of that Battenberg lace that I bought. I found at the thrift store. I found like the 5-pack. So let's just. I'm going to just sort of. I don't have to do a thick layer, I don't think, because that Battenberg is such a small, thin layer of lace. Sorry for reaching my elbow across. And I'm just going to be here. I want to make sure some of that green sticks out. Up when we get it adhered. We may have to put a little bit more, I guess, on there just to hold it flat here. Yeah, just a little more. Not a lot, just a little. Just because I want it to sort of Make sure it adheres to anything later on. And the Fabri-Tac is permanent once it dries, so it sort of will help keep it in its position. And I'm not even top part off. This part right here, I'm just going to leave hanging off the side because it sort of adds a little bit of dimension to it. I am going to get into my binding, so so this can just hang off the edge. It's not going to hurt nothing. Okay, and then I think I need to put something over top that. Over. No, I don't like that there. How about this? Yeah, I think I use that. And I'll do that across the top where it's sort of boring. From any on the bottom. Let's see. Trim these little. Okay. And then I think I'm actually going to come along with. Yep. I like it. I just like all those brown muted colors. Top. So we're just gonna use this green to apparently hold everything else. A little bit of glue across there. Then I'm gonna come in with this and put it right across that top. And that'll give it a dark layer. So that sort of gives it. I'm going to trim this little pieces up over here. They just don't want to go away. There you go. Little bitty fibers. Here. And then the tea stained. And then we'll put this through there. So sort of get that. And we can tuck something else back in there. We actually have this. It's already inked up. Back of it. Let me grab a piece of coffee dyed paper. I'm gonna use a spotty one. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Fabri-Tac because I have it open. So it actually adheres very well and doesn't cause any lumping or anything. It does work well. I tend to use art glitter glue because it works faster to me. And they good in the background. The dark blue will add a pop of color back there, but I'm going to leave it square. This where we rounded the corners on our little notebook. Mixing the square and the round all together. I think there we go. Okay. Get some of these little scraps out of the way. They drive me crazy. Okay, let's ink up around the outside edges. It doesn't take a whole lot. Just Sort of making sure I got those ends. And I'll flip it over. And if I have any, like I have this one little edge over here that apparently I missed, I'll pull out my art on the edge because it gives little bitty seams. That precision tip works so nice. And you can buy those. Precision to Fabri-Tac because Fabri-Tac is just way too thick, but you can use it with like your Elmer's and your white glues. You can use it with Mod Podge if you're trying to Mod Podge something, decoupage something really, really small. That was the word I was looking for the other day. I couldn't remember, guys. Yeah. Podging something really small. And I am going to take this and sort of run accenting these wrinkles in here just to give it more. This is already coffee dyed, but I really like when it has that, like, you can see all the rays. The texture to put it. And you can do that with any color ink, like, pink or green or blue. Your kit, a little bit of ink. See how much more that raised that. I don't know if you guys can really. You might light a little bit. There we go. You might be able to see a little bit better that way. Okay, so let me pull this back over. So go. Oh, we're gonna have to fold, which is fine. Maybe I was gonna originally fold it anyway. I just have to ink up the center now, so it sort of doubles up. Unless it fits in the front here, and we could actually put it. You know what? It may. Right up. Yeah, let's keep that there, and we'll put this over here. Let's put it over here. Let's see how we want to do this. Like that. Not a. I need to ink it or cut it. Okay, inking up looks like a bit that doesn't match up here. Nothing's worse than having a tab and the two sides don't for each other now. Okay, so today we did this. We did our little booklet. As far as like room to journal, we did those two little tags. We did this fold and the little thing. I think, yep, that's what we did today. So we finished, we've got pretty much, so we are pretty much up to right about here. So we have about 2 days, a day left. The one page is already done in the back here. So we'll probably finish the other half of this one tomorrow. Then if the other one we can do in a couple of days, we'll be binding. 3. That would be 3 days total to get all of it done. 4 would be binding. If not Friday, probably Monday. So that would be the, let's see, today is the 16th. 21st. Yeah, maybe by the 24th. We'll finish up. See that cute little tab sticks out? We've got some of these. We don't have to add things. We just have to sort of decorate them. So, yep, that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you come and we'll see you for our Touch of Nature Journal again tomorrow and for St. Patty's Day. So remember, we will see you later. Have a great day. Bye.